Hey, a couple days after St. Patrick's Day, and I thought I'd do a quick video today because I was at the local pub having my corned beef and cabbage and a beer, or two, no more than two though. And I got two questions, and they were both related to the same thing, both from past clients. And they both had to do with cash out refinances. So I thought I'd just do a quick video on, for one, what a cash out refinance is. A cash out refinance is, hey, my house is worth 300, I owe 100, I want to pull 50,000 out, pay off my first mortgage, and do something with this money. Home improvement, consolidate debt, so on and so forth. And so their questions revolved around, hey, what am I able to do? So we'll talk a little bit about that, but I want to give you some interesting stats that I looked up today. One is 40% of the homes in the United States right now are owned free and clear, which means if I have a mortgage on my house and I have a neighbor here and a neighbor here, statistically one of those neighbors owns their house free and clear. I wouldn't have thought there was that much equity, so that kind of surprised me. So I want to share that. Another stat was the average median home price is $310,000 as of the first of the year, which means half of the houses in this country are below that price range, half of them are above. But that's up 13% year over year from last year, so that's a pretty big increase. And then the average equity position has increased $13,000 to $15,000 nationally, which basically means you have $13,000 to $15,000 more value in your house than what you did last year. So why are we getting questions about home equity or cash out refinances? Well, I think part of that has to do with the inventory level being so low. You know, I think a lot of people, since they can't find a house maybe to buy because the inventory level is low, and they've been home for COVID, they're just electing to not sell their house and do some home improvements to the house and stay there and better it. So I think part of this inventory issue is helping drive, people wanting to do cash out refinances. So I think that's probably partly why you're seeing so many questions about cash out refinances. So some things that you need to know as a consumer about cash out refinances that are different than if I'm buying a house. One is you have a limitation on how much you can borrow. So typically you can borrow on a cash out refinance 80% of what the house is worth. Which means if it's a $100,000 house, you can borrow up to $80,000. So if you owe 50, you could put 30 in your pocket. Another thing you should know is typically on cash out refinances, there's going to be some price adjustments to the cost of money, meaning the rate isn't going to be quite as good on a cash out refinance as it would be on a rate term refinance if you're just refinancing your balance. Not dramatically different, but a little bit of difference. The other thing I wanted to hit on, because it goes back to the questions that I got, is there's not a limitation on what you do with the money. So we get cash out refinance requests for all sorts of different things. Buying additional real estate, using the money for down payment on buying a second home, paying for college, home improvements, debt consolidation, a combination of all of those things. So there's not a limitation on what you get to use the money for. I mean, it's your equity, it's your money, you can use it for whatever you want. The other thing you're seeing a lot of is maybe somebody's doing a cash out refinance and they're shortening the term of their loan. So maybe they have some debt they want to consolidate and they don't want to do another 30-year loan, so they consolidate all the debt, keep the payments the same or maybe lower the payments a little bit, and then do a shorter term loan to pay off the loan in a shorter period of time. So anyway, I thought I'd do just a quick video on that. As always, if you guys have questions, we'd love to answer them for you.